What we are doing is what the focus of the separating mixtures is to separate mixtures that are into a solution. Remember what we said, matter. This is important, guys. You see me doing these picture over and over again. Pure substances and mixtures. And then on pure substances, we have two subgroups, elements that are on the periodic table and compounds. And then for mixtures, we have two. We have mechanical mixtures, which you can visibly see, and solution, which you cannot visibly see. And the focus will be this part here. Now, mechanical mixtures, even though that the topic on 3.3 is saying separating mixtures, separating mechanical mixtures is not the object of this course. If you are facing something as separating mixtures on, let's say, cookie dough or concrete, then you will go and then you will visibly see the pieces and then you will group them into the same category. What we are talking about, what we are focused about, is the fact on how can we separate mixtures that are in the solution. The best thing to do when we have a solution that we want to separate, the best example, I should say, is the water distillation. So tap water, as we said, is a solution, meaning that within that water you have different particles. In order to create, to make, to form, to have pure water, just H2O, what you will do is you make or distill the water. So you have the water and then you boil it. As it is boiling, the H2O, water is converted into pure water because particles are left behind since they have different temperature of boiling temperature. They are left behind and then, or precipitate, and then the clean, pure water is evaporated, and then we have a part where the water is condensed, and then after that is accumulated. Now, you probably have noticed this if you take a pot, fill it with pure water, and then you put it into the stove, on top of the stove. And then you will see that you will have a rim. As it is boiling, you will have a rim that is a white rim that is created on the pot. What that is just minerals and salts that are in the water to and if you have a pot, then you will see some condensated water condensated, and that is a pure distilled water. Even the water that we drink in our tub is filtered, and it is going through some filtering process. And on the PowerPoint that you have on D12, you will see on how the water that it's coming from the river, it is cleaned and filtered until it's in our home, in our tap. However, when you probably have experienced this even in your um, when you are camping, sometimes you are running out of water, and then on those cases it's very useful to know how to clean the water. So you can take the water from a ravine or from a river close to the place where you are camping, and then make a filter so that the water is filtered out and it is becoming a drinkable water. Now, there are different ways on how you can filter the water. Uh, However, even in ancient times, what we were doing, I am old, so what we were doing is that we were having ashes from the fire, uh, kind of compressing them and then making layers of ashes, and water was going through, or, or carbon and water was going through, and the water was filtered. I don't know if you know this, but the best filter is charcoal. In your textbook, you have an investigation as 3.3-C that it is showing you a way to clean the water. This is a very good skill to have, especially if you are one of those people that likes the outdoors and wants to be outside, and then, you never know what will happen. It may happen that you need to uh, drink water from the river, but before you do so, considering what is the river filled with, please filter it. Use some filtering um, skills to filter it and then drink it. Okay?